Laynie and welcome to my channel. Yes, my voice is still not 100% normal. I'm in for the long haul. I'm on week 2 of getting over this stinking virus and my voice still just isn't normal. I think it's gonna take a little bit. I do a lot of talking at work, so vocal rest really doesn't happen in my world. And when you have a 4-year-old, they don't get it when you're like, I can't talk that much. It's a whole thing. But how are you guys doing today? Leave it down below. You know I love hearing from you. I am very excited because we have blue skies today. Love seeing that. And I finally want to sit down and talk declutter with you. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about all the fragrances I've decluttered. Over like the last year, I would say I'm really overhauling my fragrance collection, not buying like I was, getting rid of things I don't love. So if you want to hear about what I don't love, what I've gotten rid of, and why, then make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam. You won't regret it. And I'm gonna try not to ramble. Let's get going. First of all, I wanna say thank you to those of you who said you would be interested in seeing a declutter video. This one is for you. I hope you enjoy it. I do also wanna say that some of these that I decluttered aren't that I don't like them at all. That's really not the deal. Many of these I do like, or if I fell out of love with it, it doesn't mean you have to hate it. Don't feel that way. We all have our likes and dislikes. So one I decluttered a while back was actually my only Mansera I had left in my collection. I gifted my Amber Fever to my husband, so I guess that's in the declutter pile as well. I actually am obsessed with how Amber Fever smells on him. Amber Fever is a very rich, boozy amber fragrance, and it just walked the line of masculine enough that I just didn't love it on me, but on my husband, I think it smells incredible. It's one of our favorites when we get to go out. I'm like, ooh, wear Amber Fever. I love it. And it is powerful because it is a Mancera. The other Mancera I decluttered was Vanilla Exclusive, and this is one that I really liked at first, and then other times I wouldn't like, and I really went back and forth. In the deep dry down, there really is a beautiful, creamy, slightly fruity vanilla that I really did enjoy. But there was also something very vintagey in the opening that I found a bit harsh, a bit scratchy, and that vintage vibe really bothers me. I don't enjoy that in fragrances. Like, it really gave me like grandma's couch type vibes, like a harsh floral. It was very in your face. I feel like it was like very like 1920s called. I couldn't do it. And it was so weird because there were times in that deep dry down when I gave it a wear that I really did enjoy it. But overall, that harsh vintage blast, it just was too much. I found myself never wanting to reach for it. And I'm like, why keep this in my collection when someone else could get use out of it? So I did declutter, I guess, both of my Manceras, not just one. I do feel like Mancera is one of those brands that when I first started watching fragrance YouTube, everybody was loving on and vibing with and buying all the time, but now people really aren't into Mancera that much, or at least I don't hear people talking about Mancera. If you have a favorite Mancera, leave it down below. I would love to hear that. Another one I decluttered that actually is not something I dislike at all. It is Latafa Ansaam Gold. I actually love the way this smells. It is like the most fruity marshmallow you've ever smelled in your life, and this thing performs. It is strong. It is just a little too redundant in my collection. It is a dupe of Oriana, Love Don't Be Shy, anything in that realm. And I already have a Love Don't Be Shy dupe in my collection. I also have a Killian Princess dupe in my collection, which are both marshmallowy fragrances. I have a marshmallow body spray. I have other marshmallow fruity things that I'm just like, okay, I've got too much of the rainbow marshmallow vibe going on in my collection. I'll never reach for this. Again, great fragrance. I think the bottle is so pretty. I love the gold detailing on there. But you know, how many of like the same fragrance family do you really need in your collection? I am finding that I went a little too hard there for a while with repeats of things. And it's pointless, it's wasteful, and I don't want to be that way. I did declutter my little 1-ounce bottle of Voca Viva Intensa by Valentino. The bottle is very cute. It was a cute little bottle. It's probably one of the smallest bottles I had in my collection. I don't typically pick up 1 ounces. Honestly, don't dislike this fragrance at all. Again, it's not a bad fragrance. I just found it was very designer, didn't really knock my socks off, nothing special. You had a sweet opening with the mandarin and the bergamot. There was lots of lovely florals in the mid, and then in the base it was very, very vanilla forward, which I am a sucker for vanilla. I love vanilla. It is a bit on the classier side, this fragrance. I wouldn't go as far as saying like Coco Mademoiselle, but I definitely feel like she had a little classiness to her. There was nothing wrong with it at all. At all. I mean, really a pretty likable fragrance. It was just very designer, nothing special. Again, just felt a little redundant in my collection, and I feel like other people probably feel a little similar just because I don't see many people at all talking about any of the Voca Viva fragrances, whether it's the regular or the Intensa. It was one of those impulse buys when I was on vacation. It was on sale. I really did like how it smelled and decided to pick it up right then and there. I should have thought about it a little bit longer because again, it just wasn't super special in my opinion. I did declutter my Alien Fusion, and I feel like this is a big admit to say I decluttered it because I do feel like so many people are obsessed with it, and I hate to just keep repeating myself, but not a bad fragrance at all. There's actually things I really liked about this fragrance. This has ginger and cinnamon. It's very floral. There's amber and vanilla, which are all things I really, really love. I think it was a little bit more floral than I typically wear, although my scent DNA that I'm loving is changing. I'm kind of going more towards the florals right now, so maybe if I had this back in my collection, I would feel different. But at the time, it was a fragrance in my collection that I truly kept for the bottle. The bottle, that bright red, is so beautiful, and I really like the cinnamon note in there. I am a big fan of a soft, spicy cinnamon, but I never reached for it. I truly just kept it for the bottle because I thought it was pretty on my shelf, and I'm like, why is this just sitting here getting no use when I know there's so many people out there who absolutely love all the aliens? And so I did decide to declutter it. Maybe one day I will regret it. It has happened to me before. I have decluttered things that I then end up bringing back in my collection. Maybe this will be one. We'll see. Latafa Fakhar Gold is one I did declutter, and this one was really a dud for me. I thought I really liked it at first. The bottle's super cool. The price was so right. I think I maybe paid $20, maybe $30. So it's not expensive. It's not going to break the bank at all. But I just did not think this lasted on me. I got this kind of cool, yummy grapey vibe from it. I've gotten that from other fragrances in my collection, like my Used Love Me Onyx kind of reminds me of grape. I'm pretty sure also Yes I Am by Cacharel kind of reminds me of grape. It was kind of in that grapey category. But when I wore it, I just didn't think it lasts. I couldn't smell it after very long. So because of that, I never found myself reaching for it. Do you have Latafa Fakhar Gold? If so, let me know. Did it last on you? Because I thought it was kind of a dud when it comes to Middle Eastern fragrance. Usually they last so long. This one, no, didn't last at all. It was like poof, it disappeared. Decided to declutter an alt. I actually am usually a pretty big fan of alt fragrances. There's Senorita, which is supposed to smell like Aventus for Her. It was one that I smelled, the real thing, Aventus for Her, like probably a year and a half prior to purchasing the alt version. So this might be part of it. My memory might have been a little foggy, but I remember being on vacation and smelling it at the counter and being like, ooh, I really love this. And then I got the alt version, and then I was like, oh, I don't really love this. It's a fruity, freshy, woody fragrance. Definitely enjoy that fruity freshness from it, like a lot. Like that's what I was really wanting, what I was craving. It's honestly what I'm really craving in my fragrances right now that we're hopefully gonna get summer. You guys, the weather's still crazy here in the Midwest. It's getting into the 40s at night. We're turning the heat on in May. I don't know what's going on, but that's like what I'm craving. It is the amount of woodiness in this, and I wonder if it is because it's the alt version. Alts are very powerful. They are extrait de parfums, so they're like powerhouses. And I do find like their woodiness can really be amped up because they are so strong. And the amount of woodiness I was getting in the alt Senorita was making me feel like cologne vibes. And I can do things that are a little unisex. Every once in a while I can do things that are like a toe into masculine, but it's definitely not my vibe. I can even enjoy how they smell, but I don't like how I feel in them. I just don't feel like I mesh with very masculine leaning fragrances. So for that reason, I did decide to declutter my alt Senorita. You guys, like so many of us, I went a little crazy with the Baccarat DNA, right? I know, we all did. There was a phase for most of us, right? Last year on vacation, it seems to always boil down to vacation. That's kind of when I do splurge on my perfumes now, typically. Victoria's Secret was having their big fragrance sale, so I didn't break the bank with this. It was like mega on sale, but I picked up their Daring perfume, and that was when it first launched. I mean, it like had just come out, and it is extremely Baccarat DNA-y. It's not exact, it's not a twin, it's not even a dupe, but it is in that same scent category for sure. It is a ambery, mossy, airy, a little sponge sugary. I like to view it as Baccarat, but in a humid environment. It's a little more thick, a little more syrupy, a little heavier than Baccarat. Baccarat is so airy and light. This one definitely has a little bit more of a thickness to it and a little bit more of an earthiness to it. It is a nice fragrance, but I went too crazy with them. I got tired of it. I know so many of us feel this way, but like whenever I'm like out and about, I'm always smelling things that smell like Baccarat or Cloud or things like that, and I just felt like, do I need another one? And do I want to smell like everybody else? So then I never wore it, and literally I think I sprayed it like 3 times and it sat there. So it got decluttered. One that was very hard to say goodbye to, but finally I was like, I'm pulling the plug. I don't reach for it, and I actually really like how it smells. BDK Pas Ce Soir. There is something so sexy about it, right? If you guys smelled it, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It is syrupy, it is sweet, it is definitely like va va voom vibes. There is a really cool note in there of is it quince or quince? I never say it right, but it really is a stunning fragrance. It is just so syrupy, and I don't know, in the last, like, I'm gonna say probably since the start of the year, I just am not into super heavy duty, super syrupy fragrances, which is so not the Aries in me. Truly, I'm like, what happened? We've had back-to-back illnesses in my house this year, 4 illnesses in 5 months, and I really think that's part of it. It like overwhelms my senses when they're really powerful and syrupy, kind of turn my stomach. And then the real reason I got rid of Pas Ce Soir was, well, 2 reasons. One, there's a black pepper note in there, and I find it really did bother me. It did add an edginess to the fragrance, which I understand why it's there, but depending on when I wore it, what the temperature was, it just sometimes, that black pepper really stuck out to me, and it was like too extreme. It wasn't like a soft, yummy spice. It was a very powerful, kind of punchy in the face spice, and sometimes when I go too spicy, I get very BOE vibes. Like, I don't like that. And then the other reason was because, you guys, I live a dull life. I'll be real with you. I go to the gym, I go to the park, I go to work. Like, I don't do extravagant things at all. I'm your average Joe over here on YouTube. Hello, nice to meet you. My husband and I rarely go on date nights. Like, it's rare. It's a couple times a year. And this one to me is like sexy date night fragrance. I need fragrances I can wear to work, that I can wear to the gym, that I can wear to the park and not feel out of place in. And like, when I tried to wear Pas Ce Soir to work, I felt weird in it. Like, it just didn't work. It felt like too much out of place. And so it was hard, because that was one of the few niche fragrances I have in my collection, like upper scale niche. I've got a couple, but I'm kind of your cheapy lover over here. And so it was hard. It was a hard one to get rid of. I debated, I wasn't sure, but finally I was like, again, it's another one that's just sitting on the shelf. It's not getting use. I know I'm not going to reach for it enough to justify it. Niche to sit there and just waste seems so silly and like not a good idea, and not being a responsible adult. So I did declutter Pas Ce Soir, even though it was so hard. This was a hard one to declutter as well, you guys. I debated. It was another niche. Navitus Lost in a Dream. I was so excited when I picked this up. I found it for a great deal on Mercari. I do love to pick up a good deal on Mercari. And this is a fragrance for me that sometimes I really enjoyed depending on the weather. It has a very interesting note of croissant, which I did get. It kind of gave a buttery, bready vibe. It also had a milk note, a soft cinnamon note, like all things I really do enjoy. And maybe if this were a candle, I would be like, oh, yes, right up my alley, but it just felt weird when I wore it. Like, I didn't get perfume vibes. Like, I like things that make me smell fun, flirty, girly, fresh. This one was almost so gourmand that it just felt kind of odd to wear out and about. Like, when I wore it to the coffee shop on a rainy day, I enjoyed it, right? Kind of fit the vibe. but like anywhere else I went, it just felt out of place. Like I didn't feel confident in it. And then my other problem with it was, depending on the weather, some days I would get a really smokiness from it, and that really bothers me. The only smoky fragrance I really enjoy in my collection, like truly like love, is my alt version of By the Fireplace, and that's like a 3-day-a-year wear. I truly just like to wear it in the fall, like Halloween and sitting by the fireplace at my in-laws house. It's very specific. It's like a scent memory for me, or like a feeling. I don't really wear it on the regular because it is so smoky. And that's how I feel with Lost in a Dream. When I got that smokiness, it turned it into something I didn't like. It didn't smell pretty. And then when I wasn't getting that, it was like so gourmand that again, it wasn't perfumey, and I just felt weird wearing it. And so for that, I did declutter my Navitus Lost in a Dream. I debated. That one I debated over months, you guys. Like I'd put it in my collection, I'd pull it out of my collection. I'd put it in my collection, I'd pull it out. I couldn't decide. And finally I was like, you're wasting it. You don't reach for it. You're not gonna reach for it. You guys, I have decluttered more, truly. I really have been on a mission to like curate my collection. That is the goal. But I don't want this video to be so long, so I'm gonna stop here. If you want to hear more about what I've decluttered, let me know down below. I would love to share it with you guys. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Mwah! I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.